put it.
19-year-old Julian Newman seems to have a very big future. He is an amateur basketball player who recently attended Prodigy Prep in Orlando before graduating in 2020. His entire family loves basketball, so it was not difficult for him to catch the love of the game. But there are things that are still not so known about him. So let's see the things you didn't know about Julian Newman. Childhood. Newman was born in Orlando, Florida on September 6, 2001 to Vivian and Jamie Newman. Newman first showed interest in basketball at age 3. His father, Jamie Newman, a former basketball player himself, trained Newman rigorously and apparently forced him to make hundreds of shots per day. Julian was made to play only with kids of his age and height. They also had smaller balls to play with, and his dad knew that Julian could do so much better, thus he made sure that Julian played with boys older than him and with regular-sized basketballs. His parents said that Julian had a keen interest in the game, but that they did not want his passion for the game to affect his studies. His parents thought homework was more important than the game. Thus, he decided to divide his time equally between sports and academics. He scored straight A's in school and finished his homework as soon as he came home. He would then leave immediately to play basketball. So, basketball is in his blood. And not just his blood, it's also in his sister's blood. Somehow, loving basketball was never so hard for him, but going for any other sport could have been difficult, as his entire family in some way or another is linked to the basketball game. His father would have quit basketball and must have concentrated on the apparel business that the family started, but just to make his kids stick to the game, he kept on working as the basketball coach. He regularly sets up clinical camps and coaching centers to encourage his kids. High school. By the time he was 10 years old, he was already scoring 200 floaters, 200 jump shots, and 100 free throws almost every day. Julian attended several public schools as a child. However, none of those schools had a reputation of honing a basketball player or for preparing a player for a bright future in the NBA. In 2012, Newman transferred to a small private school in Orlando, Downey Christian High School. This was because his father began coaching basketball and teaching at the school. As a 5th grader, he played against the very subpar competition for the middle school team, which allowed him to score as many as 91 points in a game. This caused him to be promoted to the varsity team. Despite being only 11 years old and playing against a much older competition, Newman still had respectable averages of 12.4 points, 11 assists, and 4.3 steals per game. He also led Downey Christian to a 21-6 record and led Florida in assists. In 6th grade, Newman bumped up his averages to over 17 points per game. This gained him national attention as he was featured on the high school website Max Preps and viral YouTube videos. He also made appearances on Sports Illustrated, The New York Times, The Steve Harvey Show, The Ellen Show, and other programs and magazines. Newman was regarded as the most marketed 6th grader in the entire country, and while many regarded him as a child star, others also criticized all the attention and expectations placed on him. In 7th grade, Newman surpassed 1,000 career varsity points and averaged nearly 20 points and over 10 assists a game in the 2014-2015 season. He dropped 52 points on a fellow mixtape legend and Kyrie Walker in a highly publicized game in 2016, which gained him even more attention. Highlights for that game have over 10 million views on YouTube. Newman continued to bump up his stats as time progressed, recording over 3,800 total points by his sophomore season and averaging 34.7 points, 7 assists, and 4 steals a game in his junior year. During his senior year, he transferred to Prodigy Prep, a school that was created by his father. His father would also coach the basketball team, giving Newman more playing time and allowing him to do what he wanted to on the court. At Prodigy Prep, Newman would increase his averages even more. Despite averaging great numbers in his high school career, Newman also has a record of poor performances against good competition. This included games where Newman scored way below his usual numbers, shot horrendously from the field, and had many turnovers. He also has developed an attitude problem, with footage of him fighting his teammates, throwing a chair at an opponent, and constantly trash-talking being leaked to the public. Julian Newman has decided to skip college basketball and instead take the professional route. All of this was announced on Overtime's YouTube live video with Overtime Larry. Julian stated, "Overseas is something that's gonna happen, so yeah, stay tuned." Julian was asked about a potential overseas team-up with longtime friend and 4-star recruit Kyrie Walker. Julian Newman replied, "That would be cool. I'd love to play with him. Walker has confirmed offers from Arkansas, Arizona, Arizona State, and Kansas, but still has not made an official decision on whether or not he will attend college. He might instead take the pro route like Julian. Julian was always told he would never make it to the next level, most of the time due to his small stature. Julian has achieved tons of success that most only dream to see in their basketball careers, so there might have been rumors that he intends to play overseas professionally, and there have been reports of him working out with professional players recently, but nothing is confirmed yet. Personal but famous life. Despite the social media fame, life has not been a bed of roses for Julian Newman and his family. His father receives frequent criticism for putting his children through such hard work at such a tender age. Most people believe this could create too much pressure for the kids to handle. Some people also consider Julian to be highly overrated. In several of his high school games, the opposition supporters have been heard chanting, "overrated." Although he is an exceptional player, Julian's professional career is far from being perfect. That is due to the height requirements that are needed to play in the NBA. Julian is almost 5 feet 6 inches tall at the age of 17, and it is highly unlikely that he will grow any taller. The minimum height requirement for the NBA is 5 feet 9 inches. However, his father remains hopeful that his son would feature on one of the best basketball teams in the country in the future. Julian's popularity has had no impact on him or on his routine. He is still addicted to the game. In his free time, he often picks up a basketball and starts practicing on the court that his father has built at their house. He sometimes practices with 3 basketballs at the same time. Newman has starred in his own documentary series, Born Ready, and is also featured in his family's own reality TV show, Hello Newman. Julian Newman has rivalries with NBA player LaMelo Ball and 2020 top recruit Kyrie Walker, and his family has a rivalry with the Ball family in general. Actually, Newman is close friends with college basketball player Zion Harmon, with Harmon making appearances in several episodes of Hello Newman's. And ladies, we bet you want to know what's happening in his dating life, don't you? Newman is currently single, so maybe you should try your best. He had at least one relationship previously. His sister Jaden has received heavy interest from schools such as Kentucky and even the University of Miami. Julian has always been in the spotlight since such a young age. Whatever he does from now on is just sugar on top, because what he's accomplished in the basketball community. Julian is respected by all national basketball media outlets and is respected a lot by people in the basketball community. They were compared because of their small stature, ability to handle and shoot the ball. Also the fact that they were playing against players well above their age. And as an up-and-coming basketball prodigy, Jaden is famous for averaging 30.5 points and over 7 assists for her varsity high school team at the tender age of just 9 years old. Moreover, at 9, she was already a recruiting target of an NCAA Division I basketball program, the University of Miami. However, Newman is still part of her high school team at Downey Christian School in Orlando, along with her brother, Julian Newman. Life path number. Life path number 9 represents the humanitarian. Those who walk a life path with number 9 gift the world with sage wisdom and incredible kindness. 9 reminds us that by allowing our own divine light to shine, we can change the world. Its energy is that of the greater good. The values are compassion, understanding, acceptance. The challenges are to come away from every new experience a little bit wiser. What do you think about Julian Newman? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.